Welcome to this 1 hour Yin Yoga routine for the whole body. This is part of the Complete Weekly Yin series, a set of full-length Yin Yoga practices that I recommend you visit 3 times a week for the best benefits of increased flexibility, greater calm, and more balanced energy. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga, where it's not about how your yoga looks, it's all about how it feels. If you've been enjoying this series, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you hear about the next full-length practices that I release on this playlist. When you revisit any of the practices in this series, your body becomes familiar with the poses so that you can begin to fine-tune the alignment to suit your unique skeletal structure. This allows for a deeper stretch as well as a better overall connection to the muscle and fascia groups being targeted. We'll begin with a few minutes warm-up, and then we'll move into our yin sequence where we'll hold poses for 3 minutes each, followed by a 1-minute rebound. We'll then have an extended rest period in Savasana, and we'll have a 5-minute seated meditation at the end to completely recalibrate the nervous system. So go ahead and roll out your mat. Practice begins now. We'll begin in a comfortable cross-legged seat, and you can feel free to use a cushion under your seat. As you settle in, allow the eyes to close and lift the spine upright. Breathe in, fill the lungs. Exhale, relax the whole body. Inhale, let the shoulders rise a little, and exhale, let the shoulders slide down your back. We'll move into some tensing and releasing for the next 3 breaths. So with your next inhale, squeeze the shoulders and tighten all the muscles of the body. Squeeze the muscles of the face. The mouth might come into a smile. And big exhale. And again, when you're ready, inhale, squeezing in, tightening everything. Big exhale. One more time, inhale, pulling in, squeezing in. Rest now and allow yourself to fully feel the release. Noticing what's here. What is this body needing today? What is this heart needing today? What am I bringing to this practice today? And take another gentle inhale. And as you exhale, let the chin softly come down toward the chest, and we'll begin our warm-ups. Beginning with this gentle back of the neck stretch. And roll the head to the right. Stretching into the left side of the neck, take the right hand up and over to hold the left side of the head or even hold over the ear. We'll extend the left arm out to the side and begin to wiggle the fingers to get a little bit of these micro muscles in the area between the left ear and the left shoulder. Take a deep breath into the left side of the neck. Exhale and release. Roll the head to the front and over to the other side. Left hand comes up and wraps to the right side of the head. Right arm reaches out to the side and wiggle the fingers, extend through the fingertips. Inhale into the whole right side of the neck. Exhale, feel it soften. And release, roll the head back through the center and bring it up on top of the spine as you find your way to a hands and knees position. And settling back from hands and knees into child's pose, hips toward the heels, forehead toward the earth. Rest here. Feel this first gentle stretch of the back now. Take a breath into the back body. As you exhale, soften and lengthen the tailbone back and down toward your heels. With the next inhalation, come up to hands and knees, moving through cat and cow. Inhale into a back bend, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tuck chin, tuck tailbone. Inhale, drop ribs, lift sitting bones, lift gaze. Exhale and round. Inhale, back bend, shoulders roll back. Exhale, round the whole spine. Inhale one last time to cow pose and tuck the toes to come back into a tucked toe child's pose. This will be a more active version where your arms can press into the ground, press the floor away from you, sitting bones coming back toward the heels. Feel the stretch in the feet, maybe a little bit different opening in the sacrum. We'll inhale back up, hands and knees, and downward dog. Lift up through the hips. Stretch the backs of the legs, stretch the lower back. And we'll walk the legs, bend the right knee, press left heel down, and bend the left knee. Hips move side to side. As you bend the right knee again, you can find your own pace with this. And bend the left, warming up legs, hamstrings, feet. Bending one more time, right knee. Come back to center, both legs evenly lengthening, and we'll prepare to ripple the spine forward into plank pose. From plank, drop the knees and lower all the way onto the belly. Prepare for cobra, hands at either side of the chest. Roll up, you can stay low or lift it up higher. Inhale. And roll back down, forehead taps the earth. Come all the way up and back, child's pose. Breathe. Moving through this again, we inhale into cow pose. Tuck the toes, come back into dog. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine. Inhale, ripple forward, plank. Exhale, drop the knees, come to the belly. Inhale, up into cobra. And exhale, roll down. Find your way into child's pose. Press your hips back toward your heels. Lengthen your spine. Next inhale brings us back into hands and knees, cow pose. Tuck the toes, release into downward dog, lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine. Inhale, ripple forward, plank, and lower down to the floor. And with hands planted at either side of the chest, inhale up to cobra, find your back bend, and your exhale brings you back down as you lift your hips up and back into child's pose. And take a deep breath. Slowly come back up, hands and knees. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Find a wide-legged dog now with your feet as wide as the mat. Bend the knees and begin to find some organic movement here with a strong upper body. Knees bent, your hips moving side to side, exploring your ranges of motion here as you walk your hands slowly back to come into a forward bend hanging over the legs. Relax your spine, chin toward chest. You can hold opposite elbows here and sway side to side or any movement that feels good. Release the arms to come into halfway lift, hands to the floor, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, look forward, and release into a squat. Toes point out, hips toward heels, palms come together inside the knees, or any version of squat that feels wonderful to your body right now. Let's lift the hips back up, back to our wide leg halfway lift. Lengthen the chest. Release down and take it into a twist toward the right. Left hand comes to the outside of the leg or foot. Right arm extends up. Open your chest as you lengthen your spine. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. Inhale. And exhale, release down. Over to the other side. Right hand to the outside of the left ankle or foot. Left arm up. Inhale. Chest open, spine long. And when you exhale, you can come back down to the center. Hands to the floor, find your way forward again into a wide knee child's pose. Hips back to the heels, arms out in front. Soften and relax. Take a breath in and let it go. Find your way now into a seated position for butterfly. Option to use a cushion under your seat. And as you find your position, you can take the soles of your feet together and choose whether the feet come close to the body or farther away. This is very individual choice, with our target area being the inner thigh, inner groin area, as well as the lower back and the whole spine. As you relax your head forward, relax your shoulders, you might feel the need for support under your head, so feel free to stack up blocks or cushions to support the head or to support your arms, forearms, or hands. And breathe into your spine and your inner thighs. Exhale, soften and relax the body as you welcome this transition from the movement of our warm-up into the stillness of this first yin pose. Notice what's here, what's joining you on the mat today, any particular tension or thoughts, feelings, sensations in the body. And what's the quality of your breath? Welcoming it all here in this moment as you gently settle into this posture. As you continue to rest here, see if you can take a breath into the entire back body. As you exhale, see if you can soften the whole back body. Knowing that there's nothing you need to do except let gravity take you into this shape. Gently breathe in. Let it go. Continue to soften. Continue to relax. And now slowly rise up and slowly make your way onto your back for our first rebound. 1 minute to rest on your back in any comfortable position. taking this time to feel the effects of the pose that you just did, butterfly pose. Notice the sensations coursing through your limbs, your heart, your head, your belly. Feeling the energy as it finds its own pathways. Inhale into what you're feeling here. And exhale. When you're ready, bend your knees, hug them into your chest. Gently rock side to side, feeling the low back, the sacrum. Roll to the side and slowly come up to set up for deer pose, finding hands and knees. And from hands and knees, send the right knee forward, turn the shin. Left leg is behind you or to the side. Bend your left knee as much as you need to the side. We'll be sitting mostly over on the right hip here. Right shin is parallel with the front of the mat, and come at an angle over your knee or slightly more to the right. You can feel this out as we find a stretch in the right glutes. We take it to the center maybe of the mat. Whatever the angle you choose, let it serve your unique skeletal structure. Give yourself the time you need to wiggle into it, to feel into different options, even lifting up onto straight arms. And once you've found this outer hip, right buttock stretch that feels good today, let yourself settle. Maybe you're resting on the elbows, maybe you're resting your head on blocks. Sending the breath into the right hip. Inhale. And soften as you exhale. And for the second half of our time in this pose, option to move it into sleeping swan or to stay right where you are. Sleeping swan is just another variation of the same pose, really, where the left leg would come straight back, the right hip might come off the floor, the right foot might come back toward the hips. Once again, wiggle around until you find the angles that feel right, and if you find sleeping swan doesn't serve you today, just stay in deer for the rest of the pose. Wherever you are now, find an inhaling breath and let the body soften with the exhale. Breath guiding you further into your experience. Inviting surrender and release into your being. Continue to soften. Continue to relax. And now slowly make your way out of sleeping swan or deer. Come back to hands and knees and switch sides. Left knee comes forward. Right knee bent up and out to the side. Weight all on the left hip, and the left shin is pretty much parallel with the front of the mat, but you can angle it so that it feels right. And finding the right angle of your torso to come down over the knee or over the shin. Settle into your version of deer for today to stretch into the left glutes. And into this area, into the hip, take a deep breath. Exhale and soften. Relax your whole body. Inviting stillness, inviting calm. Notice if there's any difficult sensations, anything the mind wants to resist. And can you breathe into any places of difficulty and soften, inviting the muscles to relax a little more, inviting the fascia and the bones to soften even more. Option now to shift into sleeping swan, straighten the back leg, lift the left hip. Whichever pose you're in, options to have the head on blocks or on the floor, or to rest on your elbows or straight arms. Wherever you are, finding stillness, welcoming restfulness, addressing intensity if you find any, and inviting ease to meet the intensity. Take a deep breath and let it go. Body resting, mind relaxing. And now slowly begin to come up out of the pose. Find your way into child's pose, resting in a 1-minute rebound here in child's pose. Once again, taking this time to feel the effects of the pose on your body. You might have quite a bit of sensation moving through your hips and thighs at this moment. And see if you can breathe into the center of this sensation and exhale to soften. Slowly rise up now and find your way to a lunge with the right leg forward. We'll take dragon twist. Plant the left hand under the shoulder at the left side edge of the mat and the right hand on the knee, and you can walk your right foot out to the right side edge of the mat. You could also reach back and hold the right foot if you enjoy this version, coming into a back bend, dragon tail. If you're in this twist, you might also enjoy coming down onto the left elbow. It might feel good to press the right knee away from you a bit and come onto the right outside edge of the foot. Whichever pose, whichever version you're in, see if you can find a bit of a back bend by bringing the right shoulder back, opening the right chest, and bringing the back of the skull back in space, as if you were leaning back against an imaginary wall. Feel the stretch in the front, outside of the left thigh. And feel the back bend and the opening in the whole front of the left side of the body. Deep breath into this area. And exhale. For the last minute of our time here, option to take it into that bind. Hold the back foot with your right hand. This is totally optional. If it doesn't feel right, stay where you were. Continuing to find the opening in the front of the body, especially the front of the left hip and the front of the left thigh. And breathe into the front of the left hip, front of the left thigh. Soften. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Slowly release and find your way back to hands and knees. And switch sides, left knee forward, left foot forward. Left hand on the knee. And twist to open the left side of the chest. Dragon twist. You can take the bind for the whole time if that feels good. Option to come down on right elbow. Peeling the left shoulder back as you find the back bend, bringing the head back in space and leaning the shoulder blades and the back of the skull against that imaginary wall. Can you take your next breath in to the front of your right thigh and the front of your right hip, lengthening here. Exhaling and softening here. Relax into this shape. Find your balance between effort and ease. The effort of the right arm holding you, balancing you. The ease of the hips softening. Noticing where the pose is difficult and where it's easy. Option to hold the back foot and take the bind left hand to right foot, or stay in the twist as you were. And wherever you are, whatever the alignment of your body has settled into, can you take a breath into the entire body now? And can you let it go as you soften right hip, right thigh, right lower rib, left chest, left shoulder, breathe into the different sensations in right hip and left hip at this moment. When you're ready, release the pose. Find your way into child's pose once again for a rebound. 1 minute to rest in child's pose and feel even more deeply now into the hips on the rebound. This is the time to really deeply feel the effects of the pose. Once the energy has been released from the position that the pose held you in, you might feel a strong flow of energy through hips and legs. See if you can breathe into your whole lower body. And exhale from the whole lower body. Slowly come up into a seated position to find your way into half butterfly with the left leg forward and the right leg bent. Option to sit up on a cushion and come forward over your leg or to the inside of your leg as you stretch into the back of your hamstrings, back of the left thigh. Option to wrap the hands around the foot or the shin or the floor, or to use a strap around the foot. Option also to support the head with yoga blocks or a bolster, or the forearms on a cushion or blocks. And enjoying now the surrender of the forward bend. Can you sense how releasing the weight of your shoulders and especially your head here creates a deep sensation all the way down the spinal column and all the way down even into the leg. And as you breathe your next breath in, can you breathe right into this channel of the back body? And exhale, soften this entire channel. Noticing tension as it makes itself known. And can you meet tension with a sense of curiosity, inviting any movement that wants to come to meet that tension, to work through it, or even just take a moment to investigate. Knowing that as we adjust and as we breathe in Yin Yoga postures, It's our dance between this tension of life and the ease of stillness. Welcoming this ease, this tension, this dance as you take your next breath in. Exhaling, can you allow yourself to melt into this shape? Slowly rise up and find your way into the second side. Right leg forward, left leg bent. Softening over the right leg or angling to the inside, finding the angle that feels best for your body to stretch into the back of your right thigh. Using any props you'd like. Feeling into the back of the torso, the spine itself. Let your next breath come into the whole spinal column. And exhale, soften and relax into the back of the leg, the sacrum, the lower spine, middle spine, and upper spine. Continue to settle, welcoming once again any feelings of physical tension or even mental tension that might be flirting their way into this pose. And can you meet this tension with the breath, with curiosity, adjusting as needed, softening where possible. Shoulders soften, back of the skull softens. The whole right thigh softens. Ribs soften with each exhale. Mind relaxes with every breath in and every breath out. Welcoming the flow of tension and release within this one posture of the body. Slowly now come up out of half butterfly and slowly make your way onto your back, finding a 1-minute rebound in any comfortable position. And can you find out now what are the sensations that this hamstring back body stretch is sending through my muscles and fascia right now? After the unique way this body has just been stimulated and stretched, what is the response of my energy body? What is happening inside at this moment? Take a deep breath. As you exhale, slowly bend the knees, draw them in. Hug the knees in, and we'll find some slow knee circles with one hand on each knee. Circle around to the right, massaging around the sacrum. Continue a couple more times in this direction. And slowly circle the other direction. About 3 circles. Massage the SI joint, base of the spine, lower back. Release now for spinal twist. Feet touch the floor as you send your hips to the left a few inches, and the knees come in and drop to the right. Extend the left arm out to the left side. Option to keep the knees on top of one another or cross left knee over the right. Make any micro adjustments you need so that your shoulder blades are comfortable on the floor. Allowing the spine to twist between the hips and the shoulders. Settle into a position that feels restful, easeful, using any props you need to make your way into a sense of ease and comfort. And as you take your next breath, can you bring it into the lungs and the left side of the chest? And exhale, soften left side of the chest, left side of the ribs. Can you take your next breath into the column of the spine as it twists? As you exhale, can you feel the spine soften and relax forward into the body? Shoulders and upper spine restful. Head and neck restful. Hips restful. Breath easing into the body now. Exhale, soften even more into the twist. And for the next minute, we'll take it into rainbow twist, bringing some movement in. Extend the left arm up next to the head, and now cross it over the face as you roll all the way onto your right side. Tuck the head, tuck the chin, and bring the left arm back up, over the head, and back out to the side where it began. Again, trace the shape of a rainbow above the head, crossing the left arm over the face, rounding as you roll onto your side, and roll it back up and back out. This is one of my favorite things to do for the upper body. One more time, we'll take it up, cross it over, round the upper body, forehead can roll to the floor, and inhale, open it back up, and all the way back out to the side. Bring the knees back to center and shift the hips to the right to prepare to twist on the second side, knees in and over to the left. And finding the angles that feel good here. Option to cross right knee over left, option to have the right arm extended out to the right side, left hand on the knee, or you can spread both arms out to either side. And feel the spine in its twisting shape in the center of the body now. Are there any final little micro adjustments that the body wants to make to its position to fully settle here? Imagine the most easeful breath now filling your body from the inside and releasing, totally softening all the fascia of the spinal column. As you sense into the fascia of the spine and the ribs and the pelvis, can you sense even deeper into the places where fascia anchors into bone? Feel the bones coming alive. Sensations within the bones. And now can you breathe into your bones and breathe out from the bones? Option to let the right arm come up next to the head. Rainbow twist, cross the arm over the face all the way onto your left side. Curl the upper body. And inhale as the right arm traces the shape of a rainbow up and over the head and back out to the side. And up and over once again, rounding. You can roll your forehead all the way to the floor and bring the arm back up and back out, opening chest. Continue up and over at your own pace now. Couple more times or as it feels right. Sensing the flow of energy through the body at this moment. And now slowly come out of the twist, bringing the knees back up to center and find your way into Savasana, corpse pose. Extend the legs, arms at the sides, and inviting yourself to take a generous shape here where the legs come even wider than the mat, the arms come out even wider. Whatever angles feel good to you. As your body takes this time to integrate this deep practice of stillness and relaxation. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And another inhale. And inhale again. Fully resting now. With any final micro adjustments your body needs to make so that the energy can flow through the core of the body. After stretching, stimulating and awakening the limbs, the shoulders, the spine, and the hips. Notice now in the very center of your being, what sensations are here. Pulling awareness from the extremities and from the outside toward the center, toward the inside. Inhale into this center. Exhale, softening and unfolding from the center. sensing the energy that moves and swirls through the vessel of this body. Can you imagine now that every place where you direct your attention to your physical body is a way of blessing that part of your body? Blessing the third eye center between the eyebrows. Inhale into the third eye center. Exhale from the third eye center. And inhale to the solar plexus at the base of your ribs. Exhale from the solar plexus. Inhale to bless the bowl of the pelvis and the sacrum. Exhale, softening bowl of the pelvis, sacrum. With your next breath in, feel the body become buoyant and lightweight. And breathe out, allow the weight of the body to completely release into the floor. Inhale. Breathe out and let the body become even heavier, sinking. Fill the lungs again. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Take a deep breath now to fill the belly, the heart, and the back. And exhale, stretch out into arms and legs, wiggle fingers and toes. And begin to gently start to transition. Let's interlace fingers, press the palms up and away, and stretch down long through the legs and feet. And bend the knees and roll to the side. Make your way up to sit for meditation. Sitting cross legs or any way that feels good to you. You could sit back against a wall, cushion under the seat, whatever you need so that your legs and hips feel open, so your body feels relaxed. As you settle your hips down, feel the uprightness of your body now, returning to where the practice began. And notice what's different this time. Feeling the space within the body. Feel the space within the heart. Feel the space within and in between the breaths. Within this dance of ease and tension, notice where the body is now. Where is there ease? Where is there any remaining tension? And how can you meet any tension with compassion, with a sense of calm, with clarity and balance? Take a breath in and breathe it out. Every breath an invitation to drop in even deeper. Every thought, every feeling, every physical sensation is an invitation to bless yourself once again with your breath. Every breath healing the body, the mind, the heart. Every breath directing awareness, directing energy as it gently courses through the meridians of this being, of this physical manifestation of energy, this body. Take a breath in, sigh it out, and begin to slowly and gently come back to your physical body now, awareness of legs and hips on the floor, awareness of your spine rising up, the head balancing on the spine. When you're ready, lift the hands to place the palms together in front of the heart. And I invite you to chant Om with me 3 times to seal the practice. When you are ready, take a deep breath in. And breathe with the resonance of sound within and around your body. And this is the close of our session. I hope you feel wonderful and spacious in your body and deeply relaxed in your mind and heart. My name is Devi Daly. If you liked this practice, leave me a note. I always love connecting with you all in the comments. And hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you hear about the next installment in the Complete Weekly Yin series. If you're ready to deepen your understanding of Yin Yoga, download my free Yin Yoga guidebook, a 6-page PDF with an index of all the postures and how we group them together. Find that link in the description box below and in the cards on this screen. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you in the next practice.